Hello. So today I thought I would do a little bit of an update on what my goals are for 2022 and what I'm doing right now. So first of all, I haven't competed before, so I'm looking to compete in both weightlifting and powerlifting this year. There is a competition in April at SoCal Powerlifting on April 9th that I'm interested in. I think I want to compete at. I want to be able to hit 270, make 275 in terms of weight class because I'm cutting, but I might just shoot for the 308 category, anyways, just so I don't have to worry about weight for my first meet or like do some like water weight shenanigans or anything like that. Just make it fairly straightforward. For numbers I'm trying to hit, I think I don't really want to try and hit. It depends on how I feel for the competition, but I'm probably going to open with something really conservative, like maybe 85% of my max. Try and make sure I total. Be fairly. Not be very aggressive with the numbers because I'm looking to compete at a weight 30 pounds lighter or like 10% lighter than when I hit all the numbers I've recently hit. So if I can hit the same numbers 30 pounds lighter, that would be fantastic. For that, right now I'm training at home, which more on that later. If I can't get an 8-week prep in before, I don't think I'm going to do the competition just because, yeah. Uh, but yeah, so the prep going into that will be a little bit different than what I've been doing because what I've been doing is training all of Supertotal, so that's powerlifting plus weightlifting, and I will switch to just specific powerlifting before a comp. I'm thinking I'm going to mess around with training like that, very specific. And also, in November, there's a weightlifting competition at So-Called Weightlifting I think they just do it annually every November. I have to double check. But, again, same principle. Going into that, I want to do only weightlifting training, really get very specific before doing it. And the weightlifting classes are much uh, less forgiving for big guys. The 109s is the second heaviest class, and I don't want to compete at super heavy against the really big boys if they're coming out. And so I'd like to make 240 with a water weight cut if they have a 24-hour weigh-in. If they don't have a 24-hour weigh-in, I might just do it open. I'm looking to get down to 247 pounds, I think is the goal, which is losing 10% of my body weight twice. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. In terms of numbers, what I'd like to hit, because what I'm looking at is losing quite a bit of weight this year. I don't think I want to try and push the numbers too much in terms of my goals, but just for 2022, here's what I would like to hit. I'd be pretty satisfied just staying the same strength and not gaining anything. But for my reach numbers, I'm interested in hitting. Here they are. So for squat, my current PR is 620. I'd like to hit 635. 15 pounds, pretty small. That's 6 plates plus a quarter. So for bench, I think bench is actually one that I might be able to go up on even if I lose weight because I haven't really pushed bench super hard, but I've developed a ton of overhead strength in the past like year and a half without pushing bench really hard. And so I think this is one where even though my PR is 335, I think it's entirely possible. I haven't maxed out in like 2 years. It's entirely possible I can hit something a little bit heavier. And so I'd like to hit 350 by the end of the year. For deadlift, I would like to hit 610, which is only a 10-pound increase on the year. Even though my last training cycle I put on like 50 pounds on deadlift. I'm going to be losing weight. I don't know how much I can push it. With squat, I strained my quad on 635, but I was pretty confident I could hit it. And so I don't see squat as moving up as much as just like locking it in, whereas like, because I hurt myself when I was trying to do it before. Also, I have not low bar squatted in quite some time, and I'm going to be planning on doing that. So 635 is maybe in the cards at 275 this year, and then maybe I can try and hit it again towards the end of the year. For Snatch is one I actually want to go up regardless. My Snatch has been pretty limited. I haven't PR'd in Snatch in like 5 years. Looking at my Snatch with wrist wraps PR, so which is 230, I think. Pretty sure it's 230. It might be 235, but I think it's 230. I've hit a bunch of strapless PRs, but that's like more to do with like grip strength than snatch ability. So I'm hoping to get that one up, and I've been working a lot on overhead mobility, just like all the time, just like really trying to push it. So hopefully I can do that. But for clean and jerk, I would like to hit 320, which is only 5 pounds over my current PR. Just a little bit of a gain. I don't think I can really, we'll see how it works with like the weight cut, but I'm expecting that I will actually get a little bit weaker this year, which is a bit of a bummer, but if I like lose 60 pounds and just get a little bit weaker, that's fine, and can gain back some of the weight, get back up to like 255 or something after cutting to 247. For the odd lifts, what I actually think I can go up on these even if I'm losing weight, and because there's a lot of limiting factors have to do with stuff that's like not just like a ton of muscle mass. For one arm snatch, I'm hoping to hit 175, which is a 20-pound PR. I've been very close to hitting 160 several times, and I think that the form is still like really loose. I'm still trying to figure out even like stuff like what shoes I should wear, which is actually really complicated, but it's interesting. It seems like shoes with a heel are better for the pull, and shoes that are flat are better for the catch. Because if you have heeled shoes, you can stand close to the bar and still get like full extension and rotation. And so you don't have to pull the bar back towards you. But when you drop under, you can twist under more. You can get in a deeper twist under if your shoes are flat. And so I'm still not sure what the answer is to this. It's right now I'm using like my shoes that have a small heel instead of my big heel shoes, which is sort of a compromise, but it might just be that I should be wearing either flats or the high-heeled shoes and just try and like dial in the form. Anyways, I think when I figure that out, I should be able to hit like 165, and then if I can get a little bit more explosive and faster with the weight loss, maybe I can add in another 10. I don't know. And then for bent press, I think I have a lot of room to grow. Specifically, what seems to be gating me is like my forearm strength, because when I hold the weight, I think it's too far out, and so that requires like a lot of hand strength, and I'm deficient in there. And so 2 things I'm working on is getting the mobility to pull the elbow in tighter, as well as working on the hand strength. And so I think I'll make pretty solid gains there. I haven't been like training it seriously as a lift for, it's only been like 6-7 months, something like this. And so I think that I have a lot of room to grow, and adding 40 pounds, so going up from 160 to 200 doesn't seem too unrealistic. I can't add too much muscle, but I can add a lot in terms of technique and mobility. So I'm working on that. Regarding what my training looks like right now I'm training from home, which you'll be able to see with a lot of my upcoming videos. The ones that aren't in my garage are like older videos. The reason I'm training at home largely has to do with COVID. I don't like think that like everyone should avoid the gym, but with my particular situation regarding family members whom I live with, it makes sense for me to be a little bit careful, and just doing like GPP at home seems okay. It's not ideal, but it doesn't seem terrible either. I can still make progress and gains. The implements I have at home are really limited, though. I have dumbbells I can load up to 35 pounds, or like 40, 45-ish if I only load one. I have a 20-pound kettlebell. I have a 97-pound kettlebell. So not much. It's a big jump on everything. And then I have like a sledgehammer and a jump rope and an ab wheel. And so what I'm working on a lot is GPP. Working a lot on core strength stuff, especially with the volume, like because I can hit swings and ab wheel pretty. I can get in a ton of volume with that. And then also working on my hand strength. And specifically, there's what I need for the bent press, it seems, is like this motion, or just like strength and like stability in like this way, which it's, you know, it's not, it's not pronation or the opposite of pronation, right? It's not this, and it's not flexion or extension. I don't know what it's called. If anyone knows what that's called, feel free to let me know. But just getting stronger there. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the sledgehammer where it's offset loaded, so you have the sledge here, and then I'm overloading just by moving further and further out on the handle. That seems to be pretty good. I'm doing a lot of overhead stuff with the 97-pound kettlebell, so I should be putting on quite a bit of shoulder strength. A little bit of back strength. I came out, last time I was training at home, I came out with like a ton more back strength, so I think the swings like just like add up, just doing a lot of swings. And then hopefully adding some core strength, because ab wheels are killer. I hate to do them in normal workouts, but when it's like, when your ab wheels are one of your like harder exercises, it doesn't seem, it's not as annoying. It kind of sucks to get through like 20 sets of like heavy compound movements and then be like, okay, it's time to do ab wheel. But it's a bit more manageable. So I'm doing that. I'm doing like push day, pull day, just slowly ratcheting up the numbers in overloading, and then like a rest day after. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm just doing that repeatedly. Also, regarding GPP, I'm trying to work on having more steps. This is a little bit more towards just like general health than necessarily like performance. Although I do think it just increases my work capacity. But other than like going to the gym, I'm super sedentary. I'm trying to work on that. Goal for the year is to average 8,000 steps a day. Last year I was just under 2,000, which is really low. And so I am hoping, although to be fair, last year it's not like I always have my phone on me, so it's like they're not always getting counted, but that's still ridiculously low. So I'm hoping that this, I get to at least be productive and hopefully get 8 weeks before April 9th. That way I can switch to doing low bar and like try and figure that stuff out and just run a program that I don't need to write myself, because I'm not going to be training Supertotal. I'm just going to be training powerlifting only. Maybe a couple snatches and clean and jerks, but just for the most part, just try and stick with the powerlifting. I'll actually just probably swap out accessories for weightlifting movements at like really low weight, like 60, 65%, something like that. So that's what my training looks like, or that's what my goals are for like the year. What my training looks like right now, it's like doing bent rows with a 97-pound kettlebell, a ton of bent rows and military presses and swings, basically, for like volume. And so hopefully we'll be able to put something up towards the end of the year and really start pushing the high weight on like long term. My powerlifting and my weightlifting is never going to be extremely impressive, but I think I can try and push numbers on the one-handed lifts. I also think they're really interesting. One more thing before I go is I might try and add in Turkish Get Ups as a lift. Logistically, like setting them up is kind of a pain at the gym, but I think it's the last slow moving or like as a slow moving rotational lift, it seems like a pretty good look in addition to the bent press. The two are similar in some ways, but they're different in others, because the bent press, you're not starting out in extension, whereas the Turkish Get Up you are. So I do think that it works stuff quite a bit differently, even though like a lot of it is like rotational. So I might be trying to push the numbers on the Turkish Get Ups. If I do, I really don't have a strong idea what I can hit with it. I've never done barbell Turkish Get Ups, but if I can get them like over a plate, that would be sweet. We'll see what I can do. I think I might try my 97-pound kettlebell sometime soon here, so I might be posting a video of that. Anyways, just thought I'd give an update. Anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know. If you want to talk about what your goals are for 2022 in the comments, also fine. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and have a good day.